What's up, guys? Welcome back. So we finally got the call yesterday. Our 2022 Tundra TRD Pro is ready for pickup. My salesman sent me a picture of it getting delivered on the truck. We are in the 2020 Platinum. We are going to miss this thing. If you're new to the channel, we have a ton of videos and content on this truck of everything we did to it. This thing has been awesome to me for 3 years. A lot of work, a lot of sweat, a lot of hours into it. I do all my own work and all that stuff. But we are going to pick up the 22 TRD Pro, my first ever TRD Pro. Cannot wait. We're about an hour away from the dealership, so we're heading up there now. And yeah, can't wait to get behind the wheel of this thing and see what it's all about. Stay tuned. I'll pick you up when we get to Toyota of Scranton. We got about an hour ride, as I mentioned, and you know, we'll give you a little bit of a first impression on this truck. And make sure you follow along, make sure you subscribe and turn on that notification bell, because there are going to be just as many videos on the new truck as there has been on the 2020 Platinum, if not more. Make sure you follow along. We'll see you in a few. All right, guys, here we are. Just pulled into Toyota Scranton. I can see the TRD Pro inside the garage. We're going in to get the paperwork signed, grab the keys, and we're out of here. Guys, first look at the 2022 TRD Pro. We still have to do the paperwork of it, but the guy in charge of that is a little bit tied up right now. We're getting a look at the truck. Man, first impressions, I cannot wait to get behind the wheel of this thing. Corey, my salesman, is on vacation right now, so Lenny's helping us out with this transaction here. But yeah, we're gonna get the paperwork signed, get behind the wheel. We'll give you a little bit of a first impression on the ride home. Stay tuned. Hey guys, so my GoPro battery died on me on the ride home from Toyota yesterday. I was so upset. My wife was getting some footage of me driving it for the first time, and the battery died. So anyway, we're here next day. First impressions that I want to give you on this truck. I am hands down blown away by this thing. I absolutely love everything about it. The power, the torque, the suspension on this TRD Pro, the layout of the interior, I absolutely love. We're gonna cover all this stuff in much more detail in future videos, but I just wanna give you a little bit of a first impression. I've had it for a full day now, and I just couldn't be happier. I wanna give a quick shout out before we wrap the video up. I'm gonna do a quick walk around and point a couple things out to you for exterior and interior, but real fast, quick shout out to Corey Boynton from Toyota of Scranton. I'm gonna put his name and number on the screen. I did clear that with him. He's perfectly okay with me doing that. If you guys are anywhere in the Northeast region, Northeast Pennsylvania, of course, the Toyota of Scranton, I'm sorry, is where he works. But anywhere in the Northeast region of the country, or anywhere for that matter, reach out to him, see what he can do for you. Guys, I wouldn't have this truck if it wasn't for him, and I'm not joking. Like, he literally went above and beyond behind the scenes to make sure that I brought this truck home. I can't thank him enough, because again, I am absolutely in love with this TRD Pro. Everything about it has blown me away. Let's do a quick walk around on the vehicle, and we'll wrap this one up. Make sure you're subscribed, turn on that bell, because we are going to be doing a ton of videos on this truck. All right, 2022 TRD Pro in Lunar Rock. Here she is. Absolutely gorgeous. Believe it or not, this was not my first choice in color. I wanted the solar octane. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of glad it worked out the way it did. But you can see TRD Pro light bar. It has the marker lights up top. Again, we're not gonna spend a whole lot of time on this. I'm sure most of you have seen this truck. And again, we're gonna cover it in more detail in future videos. So you have the TRD logos up here. Of course, the Fox suspension, which I'm not sure you're gonna be able to see all that well. There you go, might be able to see it. You have the sway bar down in there. This suspension, I will tell you, this is my 4th Tundra, my first TRD Pro. This suspension is definitely noticeably better than all of the other trucks that I've owned. So you can see we have the LED third brake light up there, the 18-inch BBS forged wheels. The TRD Pro comes with the tailgate button, of course. Comes down nice and slow, nice and easy. This is one of the things I don't like, the plastic bed liner. I did not get the spray in, wish I did, so we might just do an aftermarket spray in. But you can see the TRD Pro does come with the LED bed lights, has the 120 volt outlet right there, but I don't like this plastic bed liner. Things do not stay put at all. This is another thing I didn't think I was actually gonna like, to be honest. I thought I was gonna swap it out to black inlays, but after seeing it in person, I really do like it. And here's one thing I wanna ask. If you guys have a TRD Pro out there, I heard Toyota hid some of these, I guess what they're calling little Easter eggs around the trucks and stuff. If you have a TRD Pro and you have these inlays, see if you have that on your letter R. It's actually a shadow or an outline of the Tundra. I'm just curious if that's something they're putting on all of them, or they're just kind of picking random things here and there. You can see I 3D print a lot, so I printed myself a little TRD Pro cap there. Fits nice and tight. Already had that printed before I even picked up the truck. All right, let's take a quick look at the inside and we'll wrap the video up. One other thing I didn't think I was going to be a fan of, but after seeing it in person, I do like the black tactical camo. I do like that. They're around the fenders and in the front as well, and in the rear. I'm sure you guys have seen that. So let's take a quick look at the inside of the truck. This is where I've seen a lot of misguided information put out in the forums as far as things that this truck comes with or does not come with. We're going to cover it in more detail in future videos, but I'll give you a quick look. Interior, I love the red stitching. It does have auto fold mirrors. You could actually have them to where if you have them down, they'll stay folded in. Have them out, or have it pushed up, they'll stay folded out. If you have it in the middle, when you lock the truck, the mirrors automatically fold in. Very nice feature to have that option to, you know, have it all three different ways. Memory seating comes in the Pro, love it. This is what this panel looks like in the Pro. This is one thing that I hear people saying the Pro does not have. They must have never seen one, because the heated steering wheel does come standard in the TRD Pro. You can see it right there. All right, comes with the TRD Pro all-weather floor mats, stitching on the seats. We have the black interior, obviously. Not a fan of that red interior, but you guys know me. I'm a live and let live kind of guy. To each their own. I like the black interior. That red just isn't for me. Again, we'll cover the interior, you know, the features and everything this truck does and comes with in way more detail. Just want to give you a quick look. Love the 14-inch screen. I wasn't sure about that because it is so big, but when you're in the driver's seat, it does not hinder your view at all. It's actually, in my opinion, positioned perfectly. I love everything about it. We'll go into more detail with that. Down here, you can see all the buttons that comes with the Pro. So if you have any questions on, you know, what comes, you have the trailer assist, backup, the view. Another thing that I hear people saying, you know, the Pro doesn't come with panoramic view. That's bull. It does. I'll give you guys a closer look at that. Of course, you have your knob here for tow haul and MTS, crawl control, all that good stuff. Middle console, this part opens up, just a nice flat little tray right there. This part slides to give you access inside, or you can open it up all the way. We did get the safe with our truck. Not sure about that just yet, and I'll go into why in future videos when I do a little bit of a pros and cons video. All right, one of my favorite features, the panoramic sunroof. Love that. So does my kids. We'll give you a quick look at the back seat. Tons of room back here. I'm just shy of 6 foot, and I put the two front seats where they would be during normal driving. I got back in here. There is tons of room back here. I do believe it's slightly smaller. I'm not exactly sure how much smaller than the last gen, but again, tons and tons of room back here. If I'm not mistaken, it's one of the biggest rear seats in class. So these seats, the rear seats do fold down and also fold up. In the hybrids, you have your battery pack, your hybrid battery pack system underneath the rear seats, so no storage, unfortunately. But got to give a little to get a little, I guess. Cup holders fold up out of the way if you want them. All right, so that's the interior in a nutshell. We'll cover it in more detail in future videos. Let's wrap this one up. All right, there you have it. First impressions and first look at our next project for the channel, the 22 TRD Pro. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns already, put them down below. I'll address them in future videos. I appreciate you guys watching. And as I mentioned, make sure you're subscribed. Turn on that bell so you don't miss any videos. And if you don't mind, give the video a thumbs up. It really does help the channel grow. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you on the future videos.